back at the office, and you need to pick me up. We've compiled the local, national, and world news that you may have missed.
You're welcome, Grand Rapids. This is NewsFlash. Ding dong. Our top story tonight, Grand Rapids Downtown Development Authorities just released their list of how they will be spending their $14.9 million budget for the next year. While some have criticized the focus on renovating the Riverside versus addressing issues experiencing our homeless population, we here at NewsFlash are proposing some alternative plans for this budget. So, for example, Rosa Parks Circle will now be Rosa Parks Sphere. And all the GRP helicopters will get silencers.
Yeah. How about creating a defense system against red-winged blackbirds?
Woo!
Yeah. Or, yeah.
Right, yeah. And giving a downtown market a tower record.
Hey. We get Rob Bliss a pick-two option for Panera Bread. Or a giant trebuchet to hurl sea lamprey at the Grand Castle.
An Ohio girl was saved by her family dog after being chased by a man in a 1970s Ford pickup truck. The official police report notes that the dog got him pretty good. This is a brutal message sent to Ohio scumbags loud and fierce. Don't mess with Emily Elizabeth or you get the big red dog.
Scary.
I mean, leave him alone with the suspect in custody for 5 minutes and he'll talk.
Yeah. Target stores have pulled all sports and Pokemon trading cards from their locations due to increased popularity and value skyrocketing that led to a parking lot brawl that included an attempted mugging and a firearm at one of their stores last week. Bystanders reported on the incident saying, "Oh, that's what they were doing? Oh, I thought it was like maybe a bee or something that was just flying around." But a lot of air swatting and it was maybe some physical contact, I don't know. Critics suspect that this was actually Target's big long game all along to discourage weirdos who still collect trading cards.
A leg for a leg. An Austrian man had the wrong leg amputated after a hospital worker's ear. As retribution, the hospital is offering to amputate the hospital worker's leg to make it fair. Eye for an eye. Even better, the man now gives free amputations for life.
There you go. Kim Jong-un has banned mullets and skinny jeans all across North Korea, and sources close to say that next steps will be banning unicycles and arcade fire.
Also being banned will be PBR tall boys and handlebar mustaches.
Pour over coffee and Noah Baumbach Criterion Collection DVDs.
Post 2020 Bernie Bros and lace chokers.
Those external lenses for your smartphone and calculator watches.
Also just the word umami and this bumper sticker.
The Popemobile is going electric! Yeah! American car company Fisker has announced they will be creating the first all-electric SUV for Pope Francis after concerns were voiced about the environment and climate change. This has sparked some other ideas to help make the Catholic Church more green. For example, instead of putting money into the collection plate, you can just choose to offset your carbon emissions that week as an alternative. Churchgoers can be encouraged to bring their reusable straws for communion wine. And to reduce gas consumption, you can just not go to church at all. In response, Judaism is encouraging the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile to switch to kosher dogs. And practicing Muslims are encouraged to experience their Hajj to Mecca via Minecraft. Much more green.
Microsoft announced that Internet Explorer now has an official expiration date. After 25 years, the infamously slow browser will be put to rest next summer, with Microsoft Edge taking its place. To participate in the memorial, start loading a YouTube video for taps right about now, so in 12 months, you will have finished the
Michigan citizens who are currently collecting $300 in additional state unemployment benefits will now be required to prove they are searching currently for a job starting May 30th. After this requirement was lifted at the beginning of the pandemic. Financial experts estimate that this policy change is highly favored by my dad, who has no faith in my art and wants me out of his basement. So, sorry guys, guess you're not getting my brilliant novel anytime soon. Sound like my dad.
When a man in Australia who recently turned 111 years old was asked the secret to his longevity, he credited that he eats chicken brains once a week. Chicken brains. Food experts anticipate this will cause a new health craze akin to the rising popularity of pomegranates and avocados. Subway is also looking to reveal its new 5-foot-long teriyaki chicken brain sandwich. Meanwhile, McDonald's is already all set and ready to go. It's chicken brain.
Yep. I like that one better, actually. If you've been paying attention to NewsFlash over the last few weeks, you may have noticed a slight trend, an uptick in UFO-related stories, and apparently it's no coincidence. In a recent interview with James Corden, even former President Obama acknowledged that there is footage that exists of objects in the sky whose trajectory cannot be explained, and he ended, maybe jokingly, there are just some things I can't tell you on air. And even at a recent press conference, President Biden suspiciously deflected and ended the talk early after a reporter asked him a question about these recent sightings. So what does this all mean? Well, you know, on one hand, it seems like we kind of already have enough conspiracy theories on our hands at this point to worry about, so I don't know why we need to bring aliens into it, but then again, this could be the great unifying bond that we could all join together against outer space. So, you know, if it gets people to forget about Q and, you know, all the election, insurrection stuff, sure, aliens did 9/11. You know, JFK is the original E.T. And, you know, I don't think those were normal shrimp in that Cinnamon Toast Crunch box. This is NewsFlash.